No one saw it coming, not his wife, not his son, not even him. The past has a way of bleeding into the present, quietly and painfully, until one moment shatters everything. This is the story of a man haunted by a father who never stayed. And the night he realized he was becoming that man. Welcome to the place where real stories meet real faith. It's time to listen, reflect, and be inspired. One story at a time. He was raised by a single mother, a warrior in her own right. She gave him everything she could, except a father, because she didn't have one to give. He grew up with questions no one could answer. Why did he leave? Was I not enough to stay for? He never heard the words, "I'm proud of you, son," from his father. Not once, just silence. The silence that grew louder with every passing year. Years later, he got married. And for a while, life felt whole. Like maybe the past had finally loosened its grip. And when his son was born, something broke open inside him. He looked into those tiny eyes and whispered a vow. "I'll never be like the man who left." However, promises built on fear are like glass, beautiful for a moment, but quick to shatter under pressure. He was there, but not really present. He would come home tired and retreat to his phone. He said, "Not now," more than he said, "I love you." He missed bedtime stories and forgot the soccer game. Little by little, his son stopped asking. He stopped knocking on his door and reaching for his hand. His wife tried to reach him gently. "Are you okay?" she would ask. He always said, "I'm fine." But he wasn't, and neither was their marriage. So she prayed tearfully in the quiet of the night, asking God to reach the man she could no longer reach. One night, his wife found their little boy sitting quietly at the foot of his bed, clutching a toy. eyes low and whispering, I just wanted to play with Daddy, but I don't think he likes me. Her heart broke. She could not carry both her son's sadness and her own loneliness under the same roof anymore. So she gathered a few belongings and began to consider living with their son. Not out of anger, but a desperate need to escape the loneliness that has consumed their home. Watching his home collapsing shattered him, because the very thing he feared had found him. He was becoming the man he swore he'd never be. And the echo of his father's silence was now slipping through him into his son. That night, he knelt by his son's bed and whispered through tears, God, I don't know how to be a father or a husband, but you are the Father. Teach me. Please help me break this cycle. With tears in his eyes and humility in his voice, he asked his wife for one last chance. Not just to stay, but to heal, to grow, and become. That prayer was just the beginning. Not the end of his struggles, but the first crack of light breaking through the darkness. It did not fix everything overnight, but it awakened something within him. The will to fight for what he almost lost. He did not always get it right, but he showed up and learned to really listen. He learned to say, I'm sorry, and more importantly, I'm proud of you, son. He became his son's safe place, not his silence. And with his wife, he began to rebuild trust, not with grand gestures, but with consistency, kindness, and presence. He became the father he never knew, the husband he never witnessed, and built a family his heart always longed for. Not because he had an example, but because God became his father, his guide, and his comfort. The cycle did not break through rage. It broke through surrender to God. Not by might, not by strength, but by yielding to the one who heals all things. It did not just break the chain, it built a new beginning, a legacy of love that will echo for generations. If this spoke to your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs hope today. And let's remind ourselves, cycles can be broken. Healing is possible. And God still restores.